No, I know.
Oh,
I know.
You didn't.
I can hold my
What
hand
did you
up and
say?
I can hold. No, I said. She even asked me to make a song with her. Like,
And you knew I don't want to make a song. You need to clarify that.
no,
I don't
I'm
want to make
saying
a
it.
song.
I've said that. I'm saying it now.
Let's say it loud and clear. You lot are hearing him, yeah?
I know that she did not want to make a song with me.
Guys,
so it just
I was on the chat and I saw a screenshot, but I was like, I blocked him so quickly. I was like, screenshot? What are you screenshotting? Everything that's on this chat is not meant to be screenshotted. I can't trust you. What are you screenshotting for? The hell?
Tell him what I go on like MIXUPGUHDEH. I ain't got time for your MIXUPGUHDEH. What these boys wanna see my body?
Hey everybody.
So, how you doing? How you doing? Long time no see.
This is awkward. This is awkward. I think it's awkward, but I'm happy that I'm here because I have a lot of questions for you. So just be ready to answer them.
I'm ready. So when I messaged you to come on my channel and have a conversation, what was going through your head? Like, when you saw the message pop up, obviously it was on my business page. But you know my business. You know.
I blocked him on his personal. I was thinking. So when I saw your I said DM sign, I was like, yeah. I know this page, but who is it? Then I saw your name at the end. I was like, oh, he's brave. He's brave to reach out. I was thinking. I looked at it for so long. I was like. Then I just heard God say, Abigail, do the right thing. And then I was just like, should I reply? Or should I air? Should I be petty? Should I air? Then I thought, nah. Kept hearing, no, forgive him. Forgive him. I was like, forgive. It was like an angel and a devil was talking to me. I was like, okay, let me reply. And if you see my response, if you want to incorporate that, don't know if you want to, I was very nice and very calm.
Yeah, you was polite. It was just professional. It was a professional response.
Was you expecting that?
I wasn't even expecting that response. Like I wasn't expecting any response at all. A lot of people that I've done stuff to or might have hurt their feelings, I just thought you lot might not even give me a chance. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, I don't feel like we spent enough time around each other for me to even figure out if you would be willing to give me a chance. Do you get what I mean?
That is true.
It was just like I just took the chance and you responded. So
yes, and here we are.
Here we are. I want to go back. I know that this situation is washed and underneath the rug, but I want to talk about the situation that happened in Shoreditch. Now, obviously, that is where everything started.
Yeah.
So, how did it feel to just be just a regular girl, reasonable amount of following, just doing what you do, to then just being thrown into the wolves of social media, all this attention, people thinking that they like know who you are?
To be honest, like, I'm from Hackney and I'm quite known in Hackney already, so it wasn't, it was different actually. The scale was different, but I've always kind of been known, so it was like, I was on 10k before we blew up, so I had a good following, but when we blew up, it was like overnight. Literally, the day before, I was just walking to the market like a normal girl on the bus. Next day, I can't even jump on the bus. People are snapping me, taking pictures. I'm thinking, what's going on? Who am I? I'm seeing myself on the internet. It was very overwhelming. I didn't know how to really take it because it was like people comment on a situation they don't really know about and they think they know what happened and they were there. I'm thinking, I don't really talk too much, so I like to be reserved about certain information. But it was traumatizing. Yeah, it was a very traumatic day. It was like...
Would you say that day scarred you for a long period of time?
It follows me everywhere. So it follows me everywhere. Like, interview... Oh, so that situation... Like, because that day was what people remember as Abigail and, you know... Yeah, the names that are involved. So, yeah, it's annoying though. Because everywhere I go, it's negativity. Oh, the beef, the drama. I don't like that. Before that... I wasn't affiliated with drama. Now, all of a sudden, I've come into contact with a person who is affiliated with drama, and now I'm affiliated with drama. And that's what people think I am, and I'm not. So, yeah.
If you could change anything that happened that day, would you?
I wish I didn't even go to the party, to be honest. But at the same time, I wish I did, because if it wasn't for that day, I feel like, would I have blown as big as if I wanted to come to music as a normal girl? I think I still do well, but that was a head start. It was a head start because we used that platform, that story, and we twisted it and we did music. So I liked that day, even though it was traumatic. Deep, isn't it? I don't talk about it. I don't talk about it. I've never spoken about this properly. But when I realised maybe it is kind of trauma, because when I talk about it, I feel very uncomfortable. I breathe heavily. So
I'm even breathing heavily just hearing it from you as well. So before this situation, did you ever get into fights, or was there back and forth?
No.
Never.
No, I don't do the back and forths and the problems with people. I'm very cool with the people in my area, the school friends. Like, I don't have problems. That's why people need to understand sometimes who you roll with can cause you problems. And I just decided to stick with that person because that person's my friend. I will take you as you are. But it came with problems, and I had to just take that responsibility that I'm going to be in problems. I know.
How do you deal with it? What are your coping mechanisms for this trauma, and like how you react?
Do you know what? I have a lot of females and males that look up to me. That is my motivation. So I can't give up. So I just, every time I get messages online, they're like, you can do it, you always bounce back, so you need to carry on. And all the dark skinned girls, because I talk about colorism a lot and what I went through with colorism, I have girls that are like, oh yeah, you're a dark skinned queen, you're helping us be confident. So I can't give up. That's what makes me keep going. Regardless of whether people think I fell off or whatever, they're going to see that, you know, when you humble yourself and you carry on going with God, you're going to be big. So yeah, that's my motivation.
For those of you that do not know, I had a personal relationship with Abigail, and for those of you that watch my channel and see my videos and see some videos where there's been self-reflection, I do look at the things that I've done. When I'm posting my videos, when I'm doing stuff online and people are screen recording or whatever, I'm leaving a trail so I can see everything that I do, and I have to hold myself like accountable for that. Me and Abigail had a brief friendship. In meeting you, like, we never had no animosity, we never had no preconceived like notions, nothing like that. No. But obviously, in me being associated with another individual and like having her back and literally constantly being her footstool, I literally played into
her narrative
and favour of whatever the situation was. And that is where I fucked up. So if you watch my videos, so there was a video.
I know about the video.
There was a video. This was the beginning of what I'm doing now. So for those of you that are coming onto my channel now, one of the first videos I ever did on a MIXUPGUHDEH was about Abigail and another individual. Now, with that situation, as much as it's good tea, it's something juicy to watch, it was biased simply because I knew Abigail, if that makes sense. Like, I knew Abigail and I created a narrative based off of the information that I had in my phone. Let's just say that. A lot of you may not believe me, but I've said it multiple times. I've deleted the video off my channel.
Is it?
I don't even want to even think about even that video.
Really?
It was so, like, it was so nasty and dark.
I ain't watched it. If someone said if I watched it, like, I would have probably yeah. So I only know what people have said to me.
So how does that make you feel to know that your name just popped up on my platform randomly?
Yeah. Okay. I was confused. I was like, what did I do? What? I was like, what did I do to God? I was trying to think. Was there a time where I offended him? Like, then I was like, it makes sense. I know why. It's fine. You just listened to everything he was told, basically, because I don't know why you got involved. I was so confused. I was like, this has nothing to do with you. I don't get it. What did I do to you? What did I do anything to you? Anything I don't know?
Weirdly enough, obviously, in the time that we spent together, we was busting jokes, we was laughing. I feel like
we even did a video together.
Right, and that was vibes. The video is nearly on like 100k.
Everyone's saying it in the comments, aren't they? How's that?
The video was vibes. It was positive vibes, like all the way through. In the whole time that we was spent together, it was positive vibes. There was nothing malicious. We didn't bond on anything spiteful.
You done my intro. You did my YouTube intro.
She paid, like.
I paid, like, you didn't even really want to take the money like that. I was like, yeah, let me pay, support the business, black people, you know. And then I saw a video. Have you seen, like, my phone blew up. Have you seen Goddess video? I said, God. huh? I was confused. I was like, God, why did God? What did you? Why? I can't even speak. Why did you do that?
If I'm honest, when I started my MIXUPGUHDEH, I honestly was running out of content.
Wow.
That's me being real. Like, remember, there was a time where I was doing pranks. Remember, I pranked you. It's like I need to switch it up.
Yep.
I then thought I'm a talker. Like I discuss things. So let me try these topics. But the way I entered it was in the most controversial way possible.
Yeah.
And it's good. The numbers look great, but it's like inside. How did it make me feel? It didn't make me feel good.
So I don't know what was in that video because I don't know what's in that video. Actually, let me tell you what I heard. Someone said I wanted to do a song with you. Like, what was that about?
To be honest, I don't know why I said that.
Yeah, can you tell them why you said that?
No.
That I wanted to make a song with you. I didn't say that.
You said you didn't say you wanted to make a song with me. You said if I ever need help. You was basically offering up your help. You were saying you.
But you didn't make it seem like that in the video, did you?
I know.
Oh,
I know.
You didn't. What did you say?
No, I said. She even asked me to make a song with her. Like,
and you knew I don't want to make a song. You need to clarify that.
No,
I'm
saying it. I've said that. I'm saying it now.
Let's say it loud and clear. You lot are hearing it, yeah?
I know that she did not want to make a song with me. After I had released the video and I reread the messages, I'm like, for fuck's sake. And I even tried to cut it out.
No,
I even tried to cut that part out.
Because
it was like...
I asked, apparently the screenshot you put up said, it looked like... No, not even that. You was
asking me for graphics.
Graphics for my song.
Yes.
And you made it seem like
no, I read it wrong.
I see. Why didn't you say anything then? At the time?
The damage was already done. The video's already public. The only thing I could do was delete that part out of the video.
Did you?
I deleted that part out of the video, but then the video itself just was distasteful. Now that video is up, I even put your song in there.
I heard, like
it just,
look at my hands.
As much as I want to go into detail about this video, it's like, you guys can imagine me being an outsider of a situation, chiming in and just adding my not even 2 pence,
50.
adding my pound in. Like, it was just unnecessary. So I have and I will here in front of you take accountability. Be like, it was just unnecessary. It didn't make sense. And I also want to apologize to your face. Like, as a man, as a black man to a black woman, my behavior in that situation was disgusting. As God is my witness, if I'm ever in a situation, or if my peers are ever in a situation and I am not directly involved,
yeah,
I will not get involved.
Oh, that's great.
I will try my best to be a mediator and diffuse the situation, but if it is out of my control, I will stay out of it. And as a man, I should stay out of women's business, period. If I'm being honest with you, oftentimes I felt like I had to prove my friendship to this individual. I was always made to feel like what I did wasn't good enough.
Oh.
So my actions was like, I hope now that you see, like, I've always got your back, no matter what. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So a lot of that, even if my actions didn't even make sense, I would just try and prove to this person that, like, bro, like, I'm with you all the way.
Yeah.
So it had caused me to do a lot of stupid things. I wouldn't say I regret, because it's taught me lessons. I wouldn't be here today talking with you.
Yeah, for real.
Questioning my own character. Do you get what I mean? I wouldn't have questioned my character initially once that video had dropped and it done what it done. I feel like the situation hit me to my core when my friend has come to me and he's like, bro, why did you post that video? Like, what was going through your head? And I actually sat down with him and I was like, do you know what? I don't even know. But at that point, I hadn't even had a third opinion on my actions. I was just dealing with it myself. So once I'm now hearing it from somebody else, I'm like, whoa, like, I really done this to somebody, like, that
I thought you were a supporter. I was so confused. I was like, I swear we were cool. You got videos on my phone. I was confused, man. And I was like, but it makes sense. When you're influenced by someone that you're so close to.
But I still, even with that, I still have to take accountability.
100%.
I have to I'm a man. Like, I'm an adult at the end of the day. I know right from wrong.
You do.
So no matter what somebody tells me, it is within me now to say yes or no if I want to do it. So with that, I have to 100% take accountability.
Wait, you wasn't told to do it?
So that day I recorded like 3 videos. So I recorded one about Shancheray and that lot. I can't remember, and I think I recorded that one as well with you.
The thought process, I need to understand it.
Okay, so when imagine being in a room with content creators, you're like, oh, I need ideas. You're like, oh, what should I record? Like, we're all feeding off one another. So obviously that was brought up.
It was brought up.
It was brought up.
By you?
No, it wasn't brought up by me.
Okay.
But it was me that went in my phone and said, let me see if I can find the... So I don't know if you remember, I was screenshotting...
Yes, you were. Guys,
so it just,
I was on the chat and I saw a screenshot, but I blocked him so quickly. I was like, screenshot? What are you screenshotting? Everything that's on this chat is not meant to be screenshotted. I can't trust you. So you screenshotting for? The hell?
At the end of the day, it was within me. Like, even if somebody suggested it to me, it was within me. And I think I was so wrapped up in thinking that I need to build my platform with controversy. That's what I was wrapped up in as well.
Okay.
My narrative with social media was that the only way I want to blow, the only way I want to bang views is if it's controversial and if it's drama. Yeah, as much as somebody might have suggested to me the video, like, it was within me to say, do you know what? Let me look at my phone and see what I can find and then create this. Obviously, the way the video is edited, it flowed so well, like, you wouldn't even know. But if you was to watch the raw footage, I'm like, oh, what should I say here? Like, oh, I forgot what happened here. Like, do you get what I mean? So a lot of that was me pointers and saying this and that and saying don't, because...
And I didn't understand. Obviously, that person can talk for themselves. I had no issue with that person as well. Like, it was just a week before I was saying, oh, do you want support at your video shoot? Do you want help with this? I even got you into contact with someone close. I don't know what... Like, it was random. I don't know where that came from. I thought it was quite spiritual in my opinion. I thought this is a spiritual attack because I didn't do anything wrong. You know you haven't done nothing wrong, you're innocent in this situation, thinking, why are these people doing this to me? Like, do you want me to go crazy? Do you want, like, that's why people need to understand mental health is important. Because me, I've gone through a lot on the internet and I have myself. I don't have
what did talk about it? What did my video do to you?
I didn't see it, but I had a lot of people, even my like church people, saying, what's this about? I had my supporters turn against me. That was very hurtful. I saw so many people turn against me saying, you hate, you're spiteful, you're envious. Like, people need to understand, I don't envy nobody. I'm in my own lane. If I envied someone, I wouldn't have helped that person so much to get to a certain point. When you envy someone, you don't want to help them. You don't want to take their pictures and go on angles, standing on the bed and stuff, taking their best pictures. So you can't say I envy the person for what? Envy is bad. It's not good to have envy in your heart. You're not going to be successful if you have envy. So when people said, I'm envious of this person and their success, I was like, no, I'm actually happy for that person and their success. Because if I was envious, I would have been doing thises and thises and thises all the time. But I'm not. I'm a very genuine person. I don't like problems. So
it's important for people to remember also, like, narratives can be painted, like, a narrative can be painted so easily.
Yeah.
And especially if you've constructed it in a way without giving the full rundown. So obviously, I would say one thing, I'll put a screenshot up. I'll say another thing, I'll put a voice note up. Or the voice notes will be chopped up in a way where...
Very calculated.
Yeah. So... narrative was painted and...
What was the narrative? I haven't watched it yet.
The narrative was that you was jealous. When it comes to social media and YouTubers especially, content creators, we can chop and screw and paint narratives very easily.
Yeah.
And with that being said, I used what I had and twisted it into like a negative way. Because obviously when we look at friendships and fallouts, we hurt people.
Yeah.
I've fallen out with people and I'm hurt. I'll say things that I would have never said in the friendship. I would say things that in the heat of the moment will hurt that other person's feelings or get underneath their skin. So I feel like with you and with things that you even said to me, it's like it's normal.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
I'm not someone, I've never, and I would say that much, has spoken out of our friendship with me and her like to somebody else. I've never badmouthed her before, obviously because of that situation that happened between me and her. It was very hurtful. People don't understand what I had to deal with, what it done to my mental health. And people always say, why do I bring it up? I'm like, because people ask me about it. It's on social media. I don't really say everything, but you know, it hurts sometimes that people don't know that I have emotions. I go through stuff as well. I had to deal with it by myself. I felt like I had you and your, I thought I had you guys as like, I thought we were all friends. Like, I had no friends. Like, I didn't speak to anybody else. It was just you two. I was always coming to the house. I had nobody else. I thought I could rant and vent to you guys. And then, you know, it was used against me. It was mad. It was very mad. I felt betrayal. Because I was like, I actually like God. What is the what happened? Like, did I do anything to him? I haven't done anything to him. Like, and I thought you liked my music. You did a review without me even knowing that you did a review. I was like, oh, he supports my thing, so where the switch up? One day we're enemies. How?
When you saw the video, you didn't want to talk to me.
I didn't watch it.
No, but I'm saying when you knew that it was up, you didn't want to reach out to me.
Huh?
You didn't want to like have a conversation with me. Did you not think that we could reason in any way?
No, I keep saying confused because, like, reason for what? Why did you do that? I was like, why? What was it called? What was the title? What was the title?
Baby verse.
Oh,
The Truth.
The Truth. Oh, it was called The Truth. So he made it seem like he knew the truth. He had so much information. You didn't have everything. I didn't tell you everything. People need to understand that, you know, you only know what the internet shows you. There's so many things I've held to myself because I don't like drama and I don't like problems that I just like to keep to myself. But it hurts. I have to deal with the pain and I have to heal with it. But people don't know what I'm healing from. I ain't said everything on the internet. And people need to understand that I've been traumatized. I don't like friends. I don't like girls. Like, people need to understand it's the way I was dealt with that's made me very paranoid talking to people, opening up to people. I don't like it no more because I think I'm not traumatized anymore. I've dealt with it, but you know, when I think about the situation, it was very hard to go through by myself. I was by myself. I didn't talk to nobody.
Now that my video has gone public and the narrative is painted that you're this jealous person, you're bitter.
I'm not a bitter person. I'm actually happy that she's doing well, and I can say that with my chest because before we were a duo, I've been helping. I love helping people, so I was pushing her. I was even managing her emails, everything. So I've always wanted the goal of her to be big, always. So the fact that she's even doing it, I want to call. If you guys don't know, I actually reached out to her maybe 4 or 5 months ago and actually DM'd her because we have a business. We still have a connection with the music business side of things. And I said, I don't want to call, but you know, you're doing well, so keep it up. The message is there. I have the message. But that's how you know I'm not a hater, not bitter. Don't envy her. When people say stop bringing it up, I'm like, it's kind of hard, don't you think?
Yeah.
It started with her. How do I avoid it? I wish we don't really speak about it, but I just want to clear it. I don't have any problems, so enough of the disses and stuff is getting boring. It's a new year. I think everyone should let everything go and not dwell on it, because I ain't.
You've entered my circle and you've voiced how you felt while everything was going on, because a lot of stuff was like unraveling behind the scenes, and you just was like voicing how you felt and just what was going on with you and this individual. And as you said, you lot had business connections, so you was relaying that with one another. You was having disagreements, and you were just talking to us.
Yeah.
And I used that against you to then paint the narrative again. You're jealous, bitter. How did that make you feel? How did you feel like, once again, I can't trust people?
Oh. I was see, I can't even speak because it was like my trust issues are about to go off the roof because I don't trust easily, and I trusted you guys, and I don't really speak out of term. So at that time it was very fresh for me, so of course my emotions are very heightened. So I'm allowed to rant to my friends, people I thought that were my friends, not knowing it would ever be exposed. But regardless whether it's exposed or not, people are acting like they don't talk when they're feeling hurt about a situation. No, act like you're all angels. So I just didn't think there was anything wrong with it. It's not like I'm doing he said, she said, and I'm going on the internet. No, I'm talking in private with my friends. And that's why I was very vexed, because I was like, I've already lost a friend, yeah, going through heartache, and then it happens again, so close together. It was a lot to deal with, but you know, I'm a strong girl. I always pick myself up by myself. I got God, so I'm good.
You've gotten into an altercation with someone. Were you not already confused? Like, bro, how am I even in this house, or how am I even in this situation? Did you not ever go home and think, wow, like, is this real? Or...
When I came to the house.
Yeah.
After.
Just in like while that was all going, like, while you was around us.
Yeah.
Did you ever think, what am I actually doing here? Like,
to be honest, the video that we done, the prank, made me realise how well we all get along.
Yeah.
We just got along very naturally. It wasn't forced. We was always laughing. No, it was weird. I thought, oh, bro, I'm actually getting along with this other individual that everyone thinks is like a monster. There's a side I've seen that no one really sees. So yeah, I was a bit like, it's weird. Like, even going to certain places with that individual, following them to certain places. I don't know. God says forgive, innit? So I felt good forgiving, and we had a good bond. So yeah, it was a bit weird, but I'm happy it happened. But I don't know what happened, because I think it just wasn't genuine. Because then another situation happened, and I was just like, yeah, I need to stay away from people that I believe want a story to always be out there, because that's not what my life is about. I'm very private. I'm very private. A very, very private person. People don't know about my personal stuff. They don't know what I've been through. People don't think about that stuff when they say stuff about me. I'm like, don't you think Abigail's a bit too quiet? Like, do you think she said everything? No, I haven't. Because I like peace. I don't like problems. So yeah, that's how I was raised.
So what's your idea of like social media? When you think of social media, what comes to your head?
Negativity, controversy, no support, competition. Like, social media is not positive to me, but it has its benefits. But I just think people love the drama. They love when someone feels down. Like, they love dragging people. It's not good, because it doesn't. And then when they see someone has done something sensitive to themselves, that's when they feel compassion and thinking. So it has to get to that point for you guys to understand people have emotions. It doesn't matter for social media people. We have emotions. Like, you look at these comments and we think twice, like, raw, like, is that actually like what people think about me? Like, raw. But yeah, so social media is quite negative, but you know, it has its positives. I have my supporters that support me. So yeah. Obviously
there was a series of videos where you kind of just basically addressed your friendship and that whole dynamic and that journey. Like, talk me through that, because when blogs reposted it, obviously the narrative was that you're jealous, get over it. Like, what made you decide to record those videos?
I think that day I recorded it, if you look at the day, I don't remember, Misha B had a video about how she was treated in X Factor and colorism. She spoke about colorism, and it just hit me. And I've had it in my heart, like, I've been holding it for so long. I was quiet for so long. Like, everyone was even telling me, I need to speak. So it's like, when I spoke, why are you complaining? You wanted me to speak. I didn't even say everything, and you guys are complaining. When I said it, I felt like a weight was lifted. I felt good. After that, I felt like that's when I started the healing process. But because of the controversial stuff that comes with, I ended up deleting it, because I don't like clout. People need to understand, clout chase, all of this. I hate clout, you know. Because if I liked clout, I can tweet something right now, this moment, and I can trend. I know how to trend. So if I like clout, why am I not trending? I don't like the drama. I don't like the diss tracks. I don't like when people are not friends. I think if we were all cool, it would be so lit. Like, why can't everyone just get along? I don't understand. I would want to be friends with a lot of people in the industry. Why does everyone think everything's a competition and not, like, I just don't understand. I don't have much to say on that.
So obviously initially you was going to talk about colorism and how you're treated, but then it went off, the narrative changed.
Yeah, and people thought that was like clickbait or something. No, see, that's why people need to also tap into my emotions. At the time, when I said I was going to talk about how I was treated and stuff, which I'm not going to lie, I did include like screenshots of how we departed and how unfair and abrupt it was for me and what was said to me. I did involve it, but I think the more I got into my emotions, the more I just spoke about how I felt, and I didn't speak about like the colour. I completely forgot that I was going to talk about colorism, and I started going into my emotions, actually thinking about the situation, because I like to detach myself from the situation. I don't like to think about it, because if you actually put yourself in my shoes, it's a lot to deal with. A lot to deal with. People don't understand. But I just started thinking about, you know, the memories and how I was spoken to sometimes. I just started ranting and going on about the actual situation. I completely forgot to mention about colorism, which is so important to talk about. So even after that, I've started to talk about colorism a lot, because I think it's very important to talk about it, because I know I wasn't treated fairly either. But and I've seen a lot of comments online about my skin colour, and you know, they compare me to animals and they say I'm so dark and ugly and stuff, and it's just like very hurtful stuff. And I got that when I was with the other individual as well, like my shade colour. They used to talk about my shade a lot, and the darker one, and her voice is like a man. They used to attach being dark skinned as manly.
If I'm being honest, and being somebody that it was known to be in an almost duo kind of bestie friendship, like, do you not feel like people wouldn't say things if they didn't see it?
I know what you mean. There was obviously, I can take accountability for the way I was like in the beginning stages, and this is why it's good to explain stuff. I wasn't ready for fame. I was actually going through depression when we blew up at first, because I went through a very bad breakup. Situation happened, and then I blew up, and it was like I have to keep on releasing music whilst I'm depressed, because I have
posting, keep tweeting,
all of that, because I have fans now, I have supporters now, I have to carry on. I was thinking, how can I deal with this? Write music and be going through depression. Like, I wasn't even writing my best. People think I'm good, thank you, but that's not me when I'm focused. When I'm focused, I know how to. This year, you guys are gonna see, but
for example,
the hair.
Like,
yes, the
for
hair.
example,
I knew you were gonna say
so
that.
Not even the hair, but it's just like, even as you said, like the lyrics, how you sound. Like, it's like with me, it's like people would call me broke. People would say I'm a lapdog. People would say, oh, I'm here and this person's here. But do you not feel like
there's a reason why they're saying that?
People wouldn't say that if they didn't think that other person didn't think that way. I don't know how to
I was more of behind the scenes before I wasn't ready to show my face. I didn't even rebrand. I wasn't wearing what I would wear. Like, I didn't really care about my appearance too tough. I was just more about the lyrics, not knowing appearance is very important. And I felt like I was still new to like how to even do hair and stuff, and what even looks good. Like, and you know, I don't know, for somebody else I'm good, for myself I wasn't, and I would have expected someone to tell me that, so I can learn from it. That was my only friend for a long time, so I would have thought you would tell me, oh, this is not meant to. Now, people have their own opinions about that. They say, but you're a big woman, you should know. No, I didn't know. I didn't know when I went on Black Box. My hair looked mad.
How old were you then?
How old was I? Maybe 20 or 21. I thought I was just getting a big bunch of gel. I slicked it thinking some nice slick, not knowing it looks mad on camera. I didn't know. And everyone's saying, well, why didn't your friend tell you that? Well, why didn't you know? No, I didn't know. I thought I looked nice. But evidently the internet said I didn't. So certain things I actually didn't know.
Do you not feel like in like certain friendships, do you not feel like somebody always like picking you up, or I don't know how to explain what I mean. Somebody always picking you up or saying do this, do that. It can come across like controlling. Obviously, there might already be that narrative or that perception of that person. Yeah. So imagine them constantly telling you, oh, I think you should do this, I think you should change that. Do you not feel like that might have been why?
No, because we have an understanding of what our friendship is like. If a hair is flying, I will get a comb and brush it. It's a natural thing. So what do you mean? You tell me.
That's on you. That's who you are. But imagine if growing up or in their...
I told them that they should. Do you get? I'm very transparent. Tell me, well, best friends, tell me if I look dead. Tell me if my breath... Like, we were so close that if your breath stinks, I'll be like, hey, come. And you get the chewing gum. Like, we're very direct, so you could have told me anything. And I wouldn't take no offense. That's the type of friendship we had. It made me feel very insecure because it was extremely lighter than what my skin colour actually was. And it made me feel like, is this what you want me to look like when I'm with you? like light skin because I'm dark and that is not my shade. And you said, no, you look better when it's brighter. And ever since then, that's been in my head for a long time. So when I did get the colorism quotes, it triggered that memory, and I was like, okay, so I know why people don't really like me. Let's not pretend it doesn't come from colorism as well.
On the topic of colorism, do you feel like that shadowed your talent?
Of course, 100%, 100%, it does. I know I'm hard in it. Like, I can say that with my chest, and I haven't even revealed what I can do. So it was like, because I wasn't so into my image so much and making sure my hair was always on point and my makeup is a certain way and my clothes, and I didn't care about.
No, but the thing is, with black women, with dark skinned women especially, I feel like a dark skinned woman has to, in terms of like appearance, a dark skinned woman has to do the most.
Over-sexualized sometimes.
Over-sexualize themselves. Overdo their makeup. They have to do that, go that extra mile to be accepted or to be branded. Whereas somebody that is of a fairer complexion
doesn't need to do that much.
Can wear less makeup, can have natural hair, doesn't have to do bright coloured wigs or anything like that. So
it's upsetting. It's upsetting, but it's also a motivation because I really want to be that, you know, dark skinned female that, you know, I'm not even going to say one of the dark skinned females that make it so big because it's so difficult for us. Like, some people don't like dark skinned people. They just don't like the skin. It's just, to them, it's not appealing being dark skinned. So it makes me feel like raw. Like, I remember one time I wanted to bleach myself when I was a bit younger. I was like, I wish I was a bit, you know, like lighter. But as I learned to love my skin, dark is beautiful. I think dark is really nice, to be honest. So it's just upsetting that I know that people don't like dark skinned girls, and I've seen comments like with my own eyes, so many of insults on my skin shade, and it's just, I don't get it. I don't know where it came from, the narrative of black or dark skin not being beautiful, but it's very sensitive to me. Because I remember I was even bullied when I was young because of my skin colour. So it just keeps triggering certain stuff I don't want to remember. Because I'm such a confident person now, before it would have broke me, now I'm so strong. I love being dark. I claim it with my chest. All my songs that you're about to hear include something to do with my skin colour. I always say dark, lovely, bueno. If you listen to my songs, bueno, you got bueno in there, you got edible, brownie, everything is linked to, you know, being dark skinned because I claim that with my chest. So I'm happy, actually. It's actually motivating me even more to love my skin even more. Because I didn't love it before when I was young. Who wants to be dark if everyone says that you're like blick, like a charcoal? Like, it's mad.
do you feel like you're recognised in the music industry?
Yes and no. More on the no side. But I can't blame that on colorism. I think colorism does play a part. But I can't just blame that on colorism. I can blame myself. My name is just... it just has its own effect, but no, because obviously colorism plays a part. Some people don't like the way I look, or they don't like the way I sound. People always talk about my voice and how deep it is and stuff, and affiliate me with a man and stuff. But no, because I haven't been consistent because of my mental health though. Yeah. That's actually personal though. Like
that's what I was gonna say, because I feel like there was a time where when you released Spare Me.
Yeah, oh yeah, about that. I actually went to Morocco. Something actually happened to my voice, and it's never been the same ever since, and people don't know that. I don't talk on it because it's very sensitive to me, but my voice box is not the same as what it used to be. So when you listen to our first song and then you listen to Spare Me, they're two different people, and it's not like I had an effect on my voice or anything. That was what I sounded like. And if people remember, I went to Morocco. It just got worse in Morocco, as in I couldn't speak. It was like a blockage over here. Ever since then, it's like when I talk, I can't even recognize myself because that's not my voice. But it sounds good in my opinion when I'm rapping. So when people talk about it,
do you feel like that might be something to do with your body? Because you know, like some people's body like women. I feel like women's bodies go through like a cycle.
Yeah.
And your body might change with like hormones and things like that. Do you think that
it wasn't that? It felt like sand was in my throat. Like, it was very serious. Like, me, and I remember hearing, we got to chase the bag, we got to still record, whether your voice is like that or not, you still got to record. And I'm like, okay. And then I recorded it, but there's 2 versions actually. I started getting better and I recorded another version that's on Spotify. So if you listen to the Spotify one and the one on video, they're two different. Yeah, I went through a lot with my voice. So when I see people debate about it, I'm like,
You don't know, innit?
I kind of just have to ride this voice.
Right.
I never knew I had a deep voice, ever. In school, I've never heard it. You have a deep voice until I started 2 years ago. Yeah. And I was like, wait, actually, this is a bit bassy, innit? Where did that come from? So.
The behind the scenes you guys don't see. Big MIXUPGUHDEH is crying. Okay, let me... How are you feeling? I feel like it's important for this interview for people to see as well at home. So how are you feeling?
This interview is way more personal because I just feel bad. Like, it's like I kind of had the power in my hands to change the narrative, like change a situation, turn a situation around, and I didn't. I made it worse. And it's like, I almost feel like me and Abigail are pretty much the same, where we've both been in like a friendship group or a dynamic, and we're like the underdogs. We're the ones that are forgiving. We're the ones that give second chances. We're the ones that are more understanding. And it's like, as someone that basically went through what she's gone through and what she is still going through, it's like, I feel her pain. I don't know how to explain it. And it's just like, bro, I probably, like, as a man, and I say it all the time, yeah. I say, like, even in my household, sometimes I'll be like, my mum will be going through things, and it's like, bro, as a man, I'm a grown-ass man, and like, I can't even protect you. Like, do you get what I mean? It's like, obviously we in this world, men are meant to be protectors, and there's situations where men are the ones that are bringing other women down, and that is literally what I've done. And as much as we're here today, it's like, I still have to live with it. These things eat me up. I don't have to explain it. These eat me up because I've been bullied, I've been unappreciated, I've been neglected, my value has been dismissed. So it's like, just talking to her, just apologising. Like, it's like, I wanted to do that for moms, but it's like, how would I do it? Did I want to do it in an email? Because before the interviews have started, I've always wanted to apologise face to face, because in a message or in anything like that, it's just, to me, it don't seem genuine. So I just thought, like I'm happy that we're doing, like, I'm happy that we've spoken today, and I get like her raw response, but it hurts me that I had a part to play in painting a narrative. I literally was just a footstool, licking arse, sucking up to somebody that didn't appreciate me, didn't even value friendship in general. It's like, for me, I have the opportunity to be able to detach myself from this individual completely. I know that it's there, and I feel like with her, she doesn't, because of how deep and how connected they were.
Their career was the same.
They were doing exactly the same thing.
They were under one name.
Literally.
Well, you guys had 2 separate YouTube channels, 2 separate businesses. You had your own things, even though you were a friend. But these guys were friends and business partners. Abigail watched this back, so she's not in the room. So, what would you want to say to Abigail? And maybe, of course, I know you did say your opinion, but what do you want to see? Like, what well wishes do you like? What message do you want to give to her? Any well wishes?
After today, and after like us both voicing how we feel, I genuinely want the best for her. She confided in me as a friend, voiced how she felt as a friend, not in a malicious way, just somebody that was hurting, which you have every right to.
You used
I
personal.
used that to my advantage to create a narrative, and it's almost set the tone for
Everyone else to do the same.
everyone else that has done the same. As I've said before, like, I don't even realize the impact that I have sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's like, rah, bro, I've really done this. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, and
And
I feel like you can tell she's hurt.
Yeah, and it's like I come from a family where it's like you are held accountable for the shit that you do. People call you out on the shit that you do. I know how to treat people. I know my right from wrongs, and I've done this. And I have, as I've said already, I have to live with this. Even though I've apologized, I still have to live with this. I've done this to somebody, and that's crazy to me. That is crazy.
I think what's crazier is her forgiveness.
Exactly.
After all you've done.
After all I've done, she's still here. She still looked at my messages and thought, alright, let me help you.
Yeah.
Still. She's still willing to help me.
Guys, this stuff is real life. And listen, I'm not gonna put my face in it, but I feel like this is for people to learn. I feel like people at home don't help. People love the drama, they love the hype, but these are real people. Real feelings are hurt. Talking to Abigail today, you can see that everybody else moves on, but it's like she kind of was held back. Do you get what I mean? So I feel like people on social media, as much as, you know, people might be fighting, don't be so fast to just jump on the situation and run with it. It's not nice. I think that's it's like when you come face to face with all these people, actually think like, wow, these people actually have feelings. You speak to them, these people actually support you. Ain't got all the chat now, do you? I
feel like I'm a very emotional person. I don't think people even see it. Not emotional, but it's like I do think a lot. I do reflect. I feel like I reflect a lot, and I've been doing a lot of reflecting.
And I feel like people need to understand. Like, I feel like this is also this good that we're including this in the show. Like, you doing these MIXUPGUHDEHs isn't to bash anyone. It's literally a conversation. You get to know the people that are coming on, whether you know them or not. It shows a lot about your character and your resilience, because it's not easy to do this. And not a lot of people can do this. Not a lot of people can sit with people they've spoken about and be honest and be able to be accountable. Because everyone does wrong, you know, but not a lot of people can actually acknowledge that. So that shows growth, maturity, and it shows that you want to do better. What I wanted from the start.
Oh my god.
Affy Doob. It's funny you're even wearing that jumper today. You Affy Doob.
Guys, I'm wearing my merch, GodemMerch.com. The slogan is Affy the Better. So for those of you that are not Caribbean, it means you have to do better. You have to do better. And that's a motto that I live by. Like, we gotta do better, man. We gotta be better people. Better spirits. Better mentalities. Positive vibes. This dark, what's the word?
It's mad though. When you said that, not gonna lie, was so that to me that kind of hit me when you said, you're just looking for content, and I feel like a lot of people do that. People think content, and they don't think of the repercussions. At the end of the day, we do things that hold no weight, but yet the repercussions they hold are very deep.
There'd been a lot of times in the beginning where I was like running out of content, and obviously I want to make more money. And my mum would always say to me, don't sell your soul. Don't sell your soul for social media. Don't. And even like now that I moved into my own place, my mum has been like to me, if you're going to go running low on money, don't go and do something stupid online just so that you can pay this or do that. And like,
I felt the best word to use is don't lose your values, because this
Don't
is
lose
not
your-
this
yeah.
is not Illuminati right now.
Yeah,
like,
no, but but that's the
it's
term.
the same
It's the
thing,
term.
yeah.
Don't lose your values and your morals, all because you want to make money, you want more followers and stuff like that. Because, as thing said, at the end of the day, what is done is done, and your trail, your that mark, and most of the time, the negativity is what is stuck to you. I just think, what the fuck was I doing? Like, I sit down and I think, what was I doing?
It's like vampires. You don't used to like get high on blood,
Literally.
and there was nobody telling one to stop. But the
Until
thing
we
is, I
split
saw,
up.
but I saw it in you, and that's why I would try to speak to you in the house a bit. Like, you can tell. I don't feel that was ever you. I don't. Well, it was, but it was never gonna last. Because I could tell you knew your right and wrongs. So let's just wait for Abigail to come back, and we'll take it from there. This is real uncut. Go to Phillip. Y'all can definitely have a chat with him now.
Now that I've created my video and with my influence, I've perpetuated this narrative that you are this jealous, bitter person and that you don't want to see this other person win. Like, what do you have to say to that? How do you clear that up?
I just want everyone to know I don't envy anyone. I always want to see people win. So regardless of whether we're friends or not, I do want to see her win, but it's just that you don't need to do bad to me to win. I just don't think that's fair on me. But I still wish her all the best. I see that she's doing well. I don't hate. I pray for her. And I hope that she just continues to go higher. It's not a competition. I'll get to where I need to get to, one in different lanes. So yeah, I just want everyone to know. No bad blood. No bitterness over here.
I respect that. So in regards to music now, you mentioned to me in one of the reasons why you decided to come here today was that you're Christian and you're a believer and you're a forgiver. You have faith. So with that being said, obviously in your diss track, I have to bring this up, in your diss track, the image and all like the concept that was portrayed was almost disturbing to it. Would you say that it was disturbing, or how would you explain that video concept to me?
I just saw it as a theme. You know, it was around October, so Halloween season. So I thought, let me brand it around Halloween. I didn't think it was gonna go left. I didn't think about, you know, the Christian. I didn't think it was that deep. When people were coming at me on the internet saying, oh, she's a Christian and stuff, I was like, oh, I get how you guys are seeing that. As a Christian, looking at it, I think this is like, that doesn't make sense. If you're a Christian, why does it look like you're praising, what do they say, demonic stuff? But to me, it was just like, oh, it's a theme, it's Halloween, it's not that deep. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Can't forget about the timing. Didn't have much time, 24 hours. You got pressure from the internet. Oh, when is Abigail going to drop next? And you're thinking, no, I need to write. You don't have so much time to think. So I think that's what happened there. It was rushed as well.
Talk to me about writing that diss track. What was your goal in writing that diss track? What was your direction? Did you have a thought process, or?
Not really. Not really, no. I just wrote whatever came to my head at the time. And that's what I delivered.
And I feel like for me, when it comes to diss tracks, I feel like we should put the same like respect and backing behind men that we do behind women. I feel like oftentimes when you see women going back and forth, the first thing that they say is, we're putting down women. I feel like one thing I can say about you is you didn't actually say much in regards to, like, you didn't throw jabs like on your Snapchat or on your Instagram story. You just said, I'm coming, and then you dropped your song. So it's like, one thing I can respect is that you just put it into the music.
Yeah, as you should.
And I think that's how it should be when it comes to music.
Yeah.
When you bring it onto social media and you're throwing I understand that it builds like momentum, but it takes with obviously what you guys have been through in the past, it just brings you back to your past. And it takes away what you guys have to offer. Because there's so many artists that will go that they will literally, it's this track, boom, 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 and that's where it's left. And people appreciate the rapping, they appreciate the skill. They look at the skill and appreciate the rapping. As much as you guys might be talking about real shit, they appreciate your artistry at the end of the day. What's your goal in terms of music? What would you say your goal is? Do you have any goals?
Do you know what? I haven't really set any high targets because I just naturally feel like I'm going to get there when God wants me to get there.
Mm-hmm.
But I see myself as I'm going to times it by 10 this year.
Mm.
Literally, that's what my energy is saying. I'm going to be focused this year, determined to get to the top. And that's it. Not put too much pressure on myself, but just let God lead the direction. And I know it's going to lead into bigger things. So that's just me right now. I'm going to dive into different, shake couple industries. I'm a jack of all trades. So that's all I'm going to say. Don't really say too much. You're going to see.
When it comes to situations on social media and when it comes to like your social media relationships, do you feel like anybody had your back, or how did you feel alone when it came to like the people that follow you on social media and know what social media is like? Was there any, not to say any names, was there anybody that had a platform and knows what it's like to get trolled and get into pasa? Did anybody come in your corner to reassure you that it's going to be okay or you can get through this?
No one reached out. It was a very lonely place, but it really trained me to be strong because I was like, I got myself, I got God, keep having faith in God. And that's all I was doing. I didn't speak to anyone. I was very paranoid. If anyone tried to reach out to me to see if I'm okay, I don't respond because I don't want anyone to look like you start feeling closed. So yeah, I felt very alone, but I feel like it was good for me because it's trained my mind to be strong and how to handle my emotions now. So yeah, it's a good and a bad thing, but I take it as more of a good thing.
What would your ideal image for Abigail Asante be? If somebody was to say your name in a room, what would you want the first thing for people to like think of?
Very talented, very bubbly and vibrant, very good to work with, very professional. She's a boss. She's nice, she's genuine, she likes to help people. I just like positivity and I don't like being associated with negative stuff. So I just want people to know I have good intentions, I don't like problems, I like to help people, and that's it.
Is there anything that you want to like ask me or say to me in regards to anything that has transpired over social media or with what I'm doing now or anything?
What triggered you to start interviewing people?
I've always had a self-reflecting moment with everything that I do. So, but even before I was on social media, there were, so for example, like my ex. I was in a relationship when I was 17 with an older guy and the relationship went bad. It was abusive, it was toxic, it was just shocking. And when we broke up, there was no conversation, there was no address, like literally, I had to now just move on. There was no reason why, there was no answers. So I've been that type of person where it's like I've always wanted to sit down and just get those answers. Do you get what I mean? So this is like one of those ways where within my own behaviour I can get answers from both sides and get closure and get different perspectives. It's like even with my dad, it's like, bro, you've just cut me off out of your life and I have no answers. So as much as you want nothing to do with me, I still want answers. So it's like even if it wasn't on camera, I would still want to sit down with you and say and ask you like, bro, what's going on? Like, what is it? How can we fix this? How can we improve? How can it be better? So with some of the females that I've interviewed, I've said you guys wasn't in the room, but I've done some disgusting things. And as a man, I feel like men should be protectors. Men should be people that like support and guide women. As I said to you before, I'm a black man to a black woman. We should be uplifting each other. We should be in one another's corner.
Yeah.
You did not do one thing to me for me to switch up on you. And I genuinely wanted to. I want to right my wrongs, and I genuinely want to just say it to you face to face, because this is a part of my healing. This is a part of learning who I am, and a lot of the time in my upbringing and like living my life, I've attached myself to people so that I can, like, I've never known who I am for myself. I've always attached myself to someone so that they can almost figure me out and then tell me who I am. So that's often what I've basically gone through. So obviously right now I'm in a period in my life where it's like, I feel like I know right from wrong. I know who I am. I know what I like. I know what I don't like. I want to be a better person. And this, obviously, as much as me interviewing people is also for like social media to see that, bro, we are real people.
Yeah.
We have real emotions. Sometimes we react erratically and we forget, yeah, we've got thousands of people watching us, but we are human. Even if there was no cameras around, you really don't know if our reaction would have been exactly the same. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But just because there's cameras around, it comes across like it's forced or pretense, but that's not always the case. To change the perspective that is constantly perpetuated on social media, the constant narratives that are put on blogs, and it's like when you go on blogs, it's always negative. Always. They've targeted certain individuals for certain stories, certain narratives. And I want my platform to be able to change that completely. I know I can't do it myself, but I just want, if somebody does find me, to think, oh, rah, like, I actually saw this shit online, but I never thought it was, I didn't realise it was as deep as this. So, when you lot came in, I was very emotional, because it's like, this shit stems into my upbringing as well. Like, it's like my broken relationships with my siblings. It's like, I wish I could sit down and talk with these people. I wish I could get answers. I wish I could understand them as well, not only about me. I wish I could understand my dad, my granddad, my mum, why they thought this way, why they did this, why was I put in the predicament where I wasn't safe, like all those types of things. I may not get the answers, but with our situation, I feel like I've got a lot of answers from you. With what I did, it dropped you lower. I don't know how to explain it. And the fact that you're here still helping me shows that you're someone that is, as you said, forgiving.
Yeah.
As you said, always willing to uplift, always willing to contribute, regardless of what that person might did. And I feel like I have that character in me as well, but I do have my guard up.
Well, forgiveness is good, guys. It is. It just puts you at peace, to be honest. Now, why would I say no? I want answers as well. It's being mature. It's about maturity. So, yeah, sometimes it's good to just vent and say everything that's on your chest.
So, guys, that was all for this interview. I feel like I touched on quite a lot of stuff. For me, this was very insightful to hear it from her mouth instead of seeing it in a message or anything like that. And
I accept his apology, by the way, guys.
I'm very grateful for her being on my channel. I want you to win, I want you to win 100%. From the beginning, I wanted you to win, but I was so wrapped up in my own YouTube channel. I didn't care about anything else. But I genuinely want you to win. I've seen you write on a random piece of paper and the song is banging. I've seen you rap. I've seen you're creative. You have it in you. It's in your blood. It's in your spirit. It's within you. And I'm gonna put all the links to Abigail's social media in my description box below, so you guys can have a conversation with her. And if you guys have experienced what we have experienced, then if you want to talk about it, all of our social medias will be in the description box below. So, do you have any new music coming?
Oh, of course. Oh, guys, this year I'm coming, you know. Last year I was relaxing, a bit down. This year I'm focused. Ain't ready for AP this year. That's what I'm going to say, though. Watch out. Freestyle coming out probably this week. Closer than you think.
That was all, guys. Thank you for the love every time. Bye.
Bye.